Welcome back, everybody. So we are back in Sanctuary. We left off after just basically finishing the introductory piece of Fallout, where you enter the vault and then leave the vault and return to Sanctuary. And that took a long enough period of time that became our entire first episode. So today we're going to spend some time building out the character a little bit, exploring Sanctuary, maybe doing some scrapping, cleaning up here, trying to get better weapons, build some skill set. All right, let's do it. Now, before we left, we got access to use the workstation. And so we now, so now we have the ability to scrap all this wonderful stuff. And this, I believe when we're scrapping like this, it goes directly into the workbench. So that's good. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time scrapping everything here because there's a ton to scrap. And if I feel like doing that, we'll just do it off camera. I'm just going to make a little bit of room here right now. Okay. And we'll clean up this because this house is a mess. But primarily the things I want to work on today is I want to get us a couple levels so that we can get some skills and do better in the world. And get us some better gear. Because right now, all that we are decked out with is 2 10mm pistols. We can only use one at a time. A Molotov cocktail, 2 security batons, and a switchblade. And for armor... for armor, we've got a jumpsuit, eyeglasses. That may not be the best things in the wasteland. So, thankfully, I know of a little stash here. Now, in the first place, I'm just going to go and raid all of the things. I'm just going to take all the junk from in here because that's about all we can do with it. We get some bullets, get some gold, water, food. Can't open this safe. Okay, that's a good start. Wow, this loading screen's taking forever. Okay. So the next set is if we walk up on top here, the next item, there's a little duffel bag up here. We need some ammo, more Molotov cocktails. I hate those things, by the way. If I ever throw a Molotov cocktail, I will cook myself. That's just the way it works. Okay. And then there's some more destroyed houses over here. I'm not going to bother with cleaning those up right now. I am going to move something. Well, I guess we're going to get in a couple little more encounters here. There are some rad roaches in some of these houses, like over here. We're just going to harvest their meat. And then there are 2 more that I'm aware of. And the last one should be over here. And the reason I wanted to harvest all these guys is I'm going to cook them up. But more than that, I'm going to move this cooking station. I would prefer the cooking station be over near the rest of the camp. That's just me. You know, do what you want. And now that we have a cooking station, we'll go ahead and cook us up some rad roach. Oh, and we can get some baked bloatfly as well. The important part about this is we're going to get some experience. Not so much for the healing benefits. Hopefully we won't need to heal that much, but we do want the experience that comes along with it, even if it's tiny. Okay. You get pretty much experience for everything in this game. You get experience for creating new things, for cooking,
someone to this.
for discovering areas, and we're harvesting these for a very important reason.
I need to assign
which
someone
we'll come
to
back
this.
later to. Okay, let's go ahead and dump all that stuff. I'm also going to dump anything that we don't absolutely need to be carrying. Like, we don't need the 2 pistols. These are dangerous for me to carry, so we get rid of those. Get rid of that. I'm also getting rid of all of the irradiated food. I don't need to accidentally eat that stuff. And let's reset this one. Let's reset our stim pack. Favorite to number 1. That's just where I normally put it. I also do the weapon. Reset him to 2. Okay. So that's all comfortable for me now. So now we get to go exploring a little bit. See what's changed in the last 200 years. I'm not above taking some puppy meat. Okay. And I'm always about making sure that we are wearing the best that we can at the time. Now, if you look at the vault suit, we get 5 energy damage resistance and 10 radiation damage resistance. The Drifter outfit gives us just 5 damage resistance, regular like melee damage. And then 7 energy. We don't get any radiation, but at this point, I don't care about that. We get more of a benefit from the Drifter outfit for the short term, I think. I mean, do you see a lot of radiation? Well, okay. It comes and goes.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all
We
by
found dog
yourself?
meat. And we reached level 2, which is good.
You want to come with me, pal? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
And while we're here, Go ahead and get a few goodies that I know about. Wholesale rob this place. I guess I don't really, not really robbing it, but you know what I mean. No, you don't? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to take a bunch of stuff. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks, dog meat. Okay. Dog meat reminded me when he opened the side door over here that there is a hard hat. And that hard hat becomes more armor for us. Uh-oh. I heard that. Let's not be cooking right now. Damn mole rats. They're like mole rats, but they're worse. Okay. Are we done here? Nope. Not yet. Hello? Where are you? Okay, now we're done. Now it's just time to load up on all the wonderful rat meat and teeth. Not sure why we're spending all the time pulling the teeth, but hey, you know, what's the waste then? Maybe we're gonna make a saw out of it. I don't know. But once again, we're back at the cooking station because, of course, we are. Mole rat chunks. Sure. And cooking is another good thing here because if you look, like, for the mole rat chunks, you get +5 action points for 15 minutes. What was it? The grilled radroach. Where are those at? I can't find the radroach right now. It's lovely. Oh, grilled radroach. Does absolutely nothing to you, just gives you more health. Grilled radstag allows you to carry more for an hour. You know, so that there's different benefits from these, which are kind of cool to have. Mutt chops. Okay, so that's that. I am going to go ahead and slip down here. This is where that particular red rocket's been storing all of its waste. The bad part about mole rats is they can go down in one place and come up anywhere. So, I think we have another one to deal with. And we should take everything that's not nailed down here. Because you never know when you're going to need empty bottles. Now that's way more important in survival mode than it is in the current mode that we're playing. But still, always good. Yes, I'm picking up bones and cleaner. I hurted you. Okay, so that's that. Let's see what goodies we can get up from over here. Duct tape, glue, those things are like worth their weight in gold in the wasteland, simply because you need adhesive for damn near any kind of upgrade or modification you're going to make. Bobby pins are also kind of important when you're first starting out here, because with bobby pins, obviously you can pick locks. So, okay. I wonder if I get dog meat to fetch that, or if I have to do it myself. I probably have to do it myself. See that big radiation sign over here? There's some kind of... Yeah, it's radiation, but right there is a fusion core, and we're going to want that. So, I do happen to have some Rad-X, which gives me some radiation resistance. Grab that. Sure, I'll take it, I don't care. Get these bullets, that gun. You can also use your Pip-Boy as a light. You just need to hold, well, in the case of being on the computer here, it's the tab key. Whatever key activates your Pip-Boy, if you just hold it for a short period of time, it will actually turn it on, and you can use it as a light, and if you want to turn it back off, just hold it again. I'm also going to try and keep these. I know the first one was about slightly over 40 minutes long, the first episode of the Minutemen walkthrough here, or playthrough. In the future, I'm going to try and keep these around 30 minutes. I think they're just more digestible that way. It'll kind of manage, or it'll kind of depend on what we're in the middle of, at least for content-wise. I'm not going to stop in the middle. Oh, we're in a gunfight. Let's just stop right here. No, it's not going to happen, but... Okay, so now we're going to do some exploring. Oh, we did pick up, we did level up a minute ago, so let's go ahead and grab that. The first one I'm going to take here is Lone Wanderer. The reason is, when adventuring without a companion, you take 15% less damage, and your carry weight is increased by 50. Dogmeat does not, at least the last time I checked, Dogmeat didn't actually count as a companion. So we still get the benefit while we're traveling with Dogmeat. So let's go ahead and grab that. Taking less damage is good. Is that anything there? Yeah. Oh. I've actually never known about this before. Lots of water. Looks like we lost one of them. They fell into the... Oh well. I know there's a bunch of stuff up here. I've run into... like... bugs. There's blowflies. I've run into things like safes, and I don't know if they're completely random or if they're always up here. Don't like being irradiated, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, the reason we're up here We get to go make some friends, learn a landmark. Well, they're not going to be our friends right off the bat, but there's also some good stuff.
Excuse me.
Here for work? We could use some help picking melons if you've got some spare time. I'll give you caps for any you can bring me.
Yeah, don't even bother to just turn and look at me. Here, I'll walk around to you. How's that? Feel better?
You look like you have a pretty successful farm here.
We'd like to think so. Having Clarabelle helps. Free fertilizer, as Daddy would say. Whatever saves caps.
Clarabelle? Who's that?
Claire is our Brahmin. I like to consider her just as much a part of the family as Maisie. She's our cat, in case you were going to ask about her too.
Well, you mean you just keep throwing out these names about people you obviously know I don't know, so yeah, I'll just keep asking.
And what's a Brahmin?
Did my daddy put you up to this? That big two-headed animal in the pen with patchy fur? That's a Brahmin. That's our Clara.
Did you say caps? Why would I want those?
Yeah, like bottle caps. And because it's money? At least it is here in the Commonwealth.
Sure. I got time to help out.
Great. Doesn't have to be now, but whenever you get the time.
All right, so I will just, harvest all of these melons that you're tending. Don't worry about it. Not going to hurt a thing. You can plant the next generation. I'm just going to take these
Miss
and...
Abernathy.
Here to collect the caps for the melons you gathered?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here you go.
Great. Thanks for your help.
All right. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to help ourselves to some of their wonderful produce. This will be important later. Right now we're just stealing. They don't seem to mind though. Okay. So we'll talk to
Hey there.
Blake
That's
here.
close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
Yeah, I know. I was helping you a minute
It's
ago.
okay, I'm
Don't you
friendly.
remember? I picked all those
Not
melons.
looking to cause any trouble.
If you say so, but be warned, we're armed here, so don't try anything. Let me tell you.
I think he has mental
farming ain't
issues.
easy.
At least memory
Out in the
issues.
field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
Farming's hard work.
Won't argue with that. Blake Abernathy, you new to the Commonwealth?
Yes. And no. It's a long story.
Either way, good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
Dig in the dirt all day? No thanks.
You're probably a wiser man than me then. Word of advice though, if you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Raiders. The name alone says something.
You really are new. The name's only the tip of the iceberg. They're well armed, take what they want, and kill whoever gets in their way. Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen back. And the sooner, the better.
What happened to the Minutemen?
Don't rightly know. I suppose they just went on to other things. The raiders are certainly making the most of the opportunity. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Connie feels like it's a part of Mary. I don't think she'll rest easy again as long as it's gone.
Okay. I'm not really going to see what I can do right now because all I could do right now I think is get killed. So self-preservation trumps helping out these guys for the moment. Okay, so box of bobby pins. That's good. Ammo, duct tape, ball peen hammer, Ben Tats. Stim-pack, blood pack. Okay. Normally I wouldn't be so concerned with killing radstags, but as I said earlier, you get a weight benefit for carry for a short period of time, and from the cooking aspect, we get some experience. But that was a crap ton of ammo I just wasted to get that. Normally, there it is. It's like normally there's a duffel bag and some ammo. Okay. Got a little shack back here. So, there's magazines spread throughout the world, too. Now, there's a whole bunch of different ones. This one's Wasteland Survival Guide.
Nice.
And when you collect them, you get the benefit. So, for this one, we permanently take 5% less damage from melee attacks. That's always good. You know. We have another enemy outside. I just saw him on the map. Now we got no enemy problem no more. Okay. And there was a holotape we picked up. Where's that? Oh, inventory miscellaneous. Right. We can listen to these things.
October 22nd, 2077. I finally told them tonight, and it was bad. Real bad. Dad was shouting, telling me I should be ashamed, that I had to get out of the house. Mom just cried, and somehow that hurt worse than anything else. She didn't say a word, not even when I packed my things. I can't go to John. He doesn't even know yet. Maybe he'll never know. If it weren't for the cabin, I wouldn't have a place to sleep. Just need some time to think. Last time I was here, I was just a little girl playing clubhouse in this old cabin. Now I'm really scared. Will anything ever be right again?
That sounds like a sad story. Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to save real quick because I'm about to do something that may or may not be incredibly stupid. Which is, well, I'll just show you. So I'm going to follow these towers. And while that doesn't sound incredibly stupid in and of itself, the fact that I know that there's a raider party up ahead makes it stupid. Let's go ahead and see what our best weapons are here. Let's armor grenades. Okay, that's much more powerful, and we have ammo for it, so that's good. Let's, this one has much better range and accuracy. That's the one we want. We're going to mark that as number 3. Okay, I see one right there. Okay, the water's obviously bad. We picked up something that was better. I think they think they're going to tell us it was the hood or something. Yeah, I don't care about the sack hood. Okay, there's like at least 2 more raiders and a dog, I think. How they did not know or hear a minute ago, I don't understand, but that's... Ooh, there's a settler here. There's a couple settlers here. That's weird.
There you go. I'm gonna tear your fucking throat.
Well, that was easier than I expected. Did not expect to run into the settlers up there. Okay. Let's get this lamp on. Let's see what we're gonna pick up. Okay, I think that's it. Don't really care about the dirty ashtray and bottles in this case, but we'll go ahead and pick them up. Generally, even if I don't want something, I'll take it, as long as I've got room to carry it, because at some point, I can sell it to someone who does care about it.
With this, we commit our friend, Blake.
Oh, no.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. May he find peace with the Lord. Amen. Would anyone like to say anything before we move on?
Blake was a great guy and an even better friend. He was taken from us too soon, but he won't be forgotten.
Blake, I hope you know how I felt about you. Even if I couldn't say it to your face. Now you're gone. It seems too late. But I love you.
Marcus, do you have anything to say?
This is stupid. People die every day. I don't understand why. Understand? God, why did it have to be him, huh? Why wasn't it me? I'm the asshole of the group. I'm the one had it coming, not him. Not Blake. I'm sorry, guys. I miss him is all.
We all miss him, Marcus.
He was the best of all of us.
Thanks, guys. I'm okay now. Really, I am.
Okay, that's it. There's nothing else we can do now. Time to move on. Huh? Yeah?
Evidently, he doesn't want to talk to us.
Huh?
Yeah, nobody does. Can we dig up the body? Maybe. No, okay. I'm just curious. Looks like we are on our 30 minutes. And so we should probably head back where we came from. Just to wrap it up, we didn't get much done here. We explored a little bit. We picked up some... Well, we did get some decent spoils. What are we fighting? Oh, good. More mole rats. Hopefully just the one. Okay, this is back at the vault entrance. Okay, so I like to just dump everything off in here. So we can just store all of the junk that we picked up. We can also look through what we did get over here. So weapon-wise, don't need to carry the mines around. I mean, some people would, I don't. Knuckles, same thing. Molotov cocktails. No. This is a weapon that uses 38 ammo. I would prefer to never have to use 38 ammo. Keep that. We already have one that's better. Not much for carrying around a tire iron. I also have this thing where I really don't like... I don't like pipe weapons. That's just my personal aspect. I like weapons that are real weapons. So the 10mm and the double barrel here. Those are my friends. Okay, let's make sure that we're not carrying anything that we... Let's get rid of everything we can't use. There we go. I'm not going to wear a dress. That is going to be useful. That's probably going to be useful. Useful. Okay, so now we're going to start switching stuff up. What I mean by that is we're going to go ahead and put our jumpsuit back on. So, actually, before we get to that, let's just finish emptying our stuff here. Okay, good. So that's everything we don't need. So I'm going to switch over here to our apparel. And if you look down here, we have 9 damage resistance from like actual attack damage and 7 energy resistance. We're going to try and up those numbers. So let's switch back to our vault jumpsuit. And we're already halfway there. So if we put on leather right leg, chest piece, right leg. I like the skull bandana. Doesn't really do anything. And we'll keep the glasses for now. We could put the welding goggles on, I guess, if we really wanted to. Well, there. Why not? So, yeah, we look a little more Raider-ish, I guess, but we are increasing our protection. Let's also go back and do some cooking here real quick. Just, you know, it's just the end of the day wrap up. Cook some more radstag. More mole rat chunks. Dog. Okay. Because again, every experience point helps. Okay. So that's so far so good. Let's go ahead and save this. Actually, you know what? Before we do, I like having a bed. So let's Do some scrapping. Clean up this house. We'll be killing two birds with one stone for the future as well here. Maybe. Depends on what we decide to do with it. But at this point, I'm going to make a nice empty little place for us. Okay. And then in here, I'm going to make us a new bed. All right. Beds are nice because we can change time. It's about 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay. And now we can save. All right, everyone. So this is where we'll pick up in the next episode. All right. Take care. See you soon.